It's my life. Lazy. It's my life. I wanna shopping. It's my life. Money. Yeah.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, Jimmy Flippin' Deals. Thank you so much for joining me. I hopefully can do this without my dog going crazy, but we'll see how it goes. So welcome back to the channel, guys. I am fixing to head out, but I had a moment to say what's up to y'all, and I felt the need to drop a video, so here we go. I hope sales are just going off the hook. I hope your store's running off the rails. I really do. I hope things are just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So welcome back to the channel. I do want to talk to you before I head out today about something in particular that's been weighing on my mind. For those of y'all that know me know that part of me is operations, right? You know, the efficiency of every little thing that I do keeps going on in the inner dialogue of myself while I'm working, of how I can shave corners and shave time off of me to increase productivity, right? And as my car gets older, I'm weighing the cost of how much it actually costs for a company vehicle to be out on the road. I do believe, for me as a business owner and for a lot of people, that per mile cost needs to be considered when budgeting expenses, right? And I was looking at cars on the new side of things, and the cheapest decent car that I can find, brand new, is roughly $20,000 to $25,000, right? And not to say you can't get used, because I have a used car out there. I bought it used with 140,000 miles on it. I have now almost put another 100,000 miles on it. You know, so used is definitely on the table. However, I've also bought used, and in 36 hours the engine went belly up, right? You know, so buying used has its own downsides that are quite possible. Get into something that seems really good, and a week later the transmission goes out. Regardless of how cheap you buy, everything has a cost. Practical cars with good reputations will hit 200,000 miles, right? So to make the math simple, $20,000, which is actually plus a lot of different things, but call it $20,000. If they make it 200,000 miles without significant repairs, right? Just car alone is 10 cents a mile, period. Now you can buy a used car. I was looking at used Hondas today with 110,000 miles, and possibly get them for around $5,000. You know, chances are they'll make it another 50,000 miles without any major repairs. However, it's equally possible that something major may come up. But on the basis that even on those, that $5,000 expected 50,000 miles is still 10 cents a mile. You know, and obviously $75,000 pickup trucks and stuff like that cost a whole heck of a lot. And not getting into insurance at the moment, but just base vehicle price, base economy vehicle price, as I'm looking at it, appears to be somewhere in the vicinity, the close vicinity of 10 cents per mile. Okay. Now, in addition to that, I mean, obviously the consumables that are on a car, right? For instance, you know, and not to mention there's a lot of things, but for instance, the first thing that comes to mind is tires, right? Because those are definitely something that go away, you know. And I have always tried to get away with the cheapest tires that I can buy for my little Honda, right? Again, truck tires cost more, van tires cost more. When you get over 16 inches or whatever, and you go to the truck tires, they cost more. But even for my little Honda, for 40,000 mile tires, right? They cost me $100 a piece times 4, $400 plus install, but just $400 for 40,000 mile tires. Okay, that's easily another 10 cents a mile. Installation actually cost me a little bit more than that. But right there, guys, just in a nutshell, those two things without major repairs is 20 cents a mile. Period. Those are non-negotiables. Yeah, there may be a slight variance in it. You might be able to get a used car that goes a little further. But if you're going to buy new, even on the economy side, bare minimum on car is 20 cents a mile plus, you know. And actually, in all honesty, it was frustrating. I was looking at one car that was $22,000, and by the time you get it at the dealership, delivered, where you don't wait 6 or 8 months, they wanted over $25,000. So instead of 10 cents a mile, that's more like 12 and a half cents. But anyway, 20 cents a mile. You still have brakes, you still have rotors, you still have belts. In 200,000 miles, you're probably going to have batteries. You're going to have alternators. Hush, hush, I'm talking. And this is Kaya. For those that don't know, my pestant, persistent dog is Kaya. All right, get in. But yeah, so 20 cents a mile plus the alternators, the batteries, the belts, you know, brakes, rotors, shocks. In 200,000 miles, you're probably going to burn through some, you know, and that all in total, in all honesty, if you don't budget at least another 10 cents a mile for that, I think you're mistaken. So right now you're at 30 cents a mile for a base economy car to go down the road. Not to mention, let's not forget gas, right? Currently, right now, my little Honda, which is definitely getting older, gets approximately 25 to 30 miles to the gallon. Right now, it's approximately $2.50 to $3 a gallon. Now it's actually gone down a little bit. It's like $2.70 at the moment, but roughly, to figure it all inclusive, that's another 10 cents a mile. So in all honesty, base price that I see that you can't even get around without some small variance or margin for you know, variance is 40 cents a mile, bottom dollar. We're not talking insurance, because that throws it all out of whack depending on what vehicle, whether it's collision, whether it's liability, whether you have liability or full coverage, right? What kind of vehicle, how new, how expensive a vehicle, all those change, especially by the mile. You know, because if right, you only go 1,000 miles in a month and pay 100, you are going to be paying a lot more per mile than somebody that drives, let's say, 3,000 and 4,000 a month, like some people do, right? You know, if I'm paying $100 a month and driving 4,000 miles, and you're paying $100 a month and driving 1,000 miles, then your cost is 4 times higher per mile. So as business owners, I think it's important to be cognizant of how much it actually costs to go down the road. In general, it's a lot more than I think most people realize. So that's been on my mind today. I hope that y'all will find that interesting. And short of that, guys, that is the video. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope sales increase exponentially. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time, all right? Bye.
It's my life. Lazy, 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 lazy. It's my life.